It says I'm live. It says I'm live. Let's see if anybody's going to come on here and join me today. Turn on Do Not Disturb on the phone because that's probably the right choice. And take a sip of my new beverage while I wait. Let's see. Dude, that's really good. Ooh. All right. So I just tried. Hello, Lissa. I just took my first sip ever of this beverage. Aspire Healthy Energy. It says calorie burning. We all know that it doesn't help you burn calories, but it's caffeinated, and it was on the cartwheel at Target, so for 25% off. And for that, I was like, you know what? I'll buy a couple flavors. Seems like a product that would at the very least be worth an Instagram review or something. And this is literally my first sip of it. Hello, Cassandra. How are you today? And this is really good. This is the apple acai flavor. Oh, man. It's like LaCroix, but better, because I don't actually like LaCroix. So you know what it's like. I am a really big fan, not to sound like a total basic white girl, but I really love the sparkling seltzers that are out right now, the alcoholic beverages. I like those above LaCroix. For whatever reason, I can't get behind LaCroix. The only LaCroix I drink is the pure, just the regular carbonated water, no flavoring. And when I drink that, it's only in my alcoholic beverage of choice, which is LaCroix with a shot of vodka and some cranberry juice or something in it. So it's just the base of my lower calorie beverage is what it is. But when I want something like, I told my husband, these are like my beers, right? But this is like that. Like it tastes like that. It tastes really, really good. No alcohol. 80 milligrams of caffeine. That is what I'm talking about. Who else is on here today? Brenda, hello. Erin, hello. You're half here, just finishing up an email to a grocery store customer service. Totally fine. At least you're here. When I pop on randomly, I literally hopped on Instagram 2 seconds ago and I was like, so if you're around, I'm going live. But if you're not around, that's fine too. I wanted to just hop on here and talk about my weigh-in because it was completely and utterly undeserved. And it's interesting. And I want to tell you about my week because my week was a rough one. Let me tell you, it was a rough one. Oh, man. And yeah, so I figured we'll do that. In theory, I won't get interrupted this time. Last week, I never told you guys. So if you were here last week for my first live weekly weigh-in video that happened randomly and like 20-something people showed up, I was like, oh, hey, guess we're having a conversation. In the middle of it, the doorbell rang. And I was like, oh, maybe it's the UPS man. And I looked outside and didn't see UPS, FedEx, anything like that. So I stopped the live. It was actually our heating guy who we made an arrangement with when we bought the house that was paid for by the sellers to come and fix our furnace that we completely forgot about. Completely. My husband didn't remind me. I was a failure as a housewife and didn't write it down way back at the beginning of the week when he's like, all the text messages we exchange all day. There was one brief one in the middle of the afternoon. Heating guy will come between 12 and 4 on Friday. And I looked at it, I acknowledged it, and promptly forgot to write it down. And that's what interrupted my life last week. Oh my goodness gracious. You think half of you were from New Jersey last week? Absolutely possible. I don't know. So, my friends, tell me about your week. Today is Friday the 13th. Are we superstitious? Are we not superstitious? I'm not superstitious, really. I'll say knock on wood because, whatever, but I won't actually knock on wood half the time. But I'm not really a superstitious human being. I don't think Friday the 13th is bad luck. On the contrary, I like to think of it as good luck because why not? Why not flip the script a little bit and think that it's good luck instead? But the one thing that I think about when it comes to Friday the 13th, I'm never going to forget this. One of my choir directors from high school, who I was actually very, very good friends with, I was a sophomore year when she came and replaced a very, very well-known choir director who had just retired. And long story, she had a really, really hard year. She was 26 years old when she came over and took over this high school choir that was left behind by a legend. And I was one of the students that was actually kind to her. High schoolers are mean. Whatever. Long story short, she and I actually became really good friends. And she and her, at the time, fiance, now husband for years and years and years, always celebrate Friday the 13th. So from now until the day I die, I'm going to think of this woman on Friday the 13th because I know that she and her husband have a special date planned. Fun fact, not the last Friday the 13th, but on a Friday the 13th, my husband and I not planned, like, yeah, we knew it was Friday the 13th, but we didn't plan it because it was Friday the 13th. We went and saw a show downtown. And now I can't for the life of me remember which show it was, which is horrible. Oh my gosh, what was the last show I saw? I don't remember. Was it Aladdin? It wasn't Aladdin. Maybe it was Waitress. Maybe it was Waitress. Yes, I think it was Waitress. If that was the last show I saw, I need to go see a show. But my husband and I had tickets to go see the show, Friday the 13th or whatever. Ran into this woman at the show. After the show got out or whatever, all of a sudden I hear Brianna Voss, which is my maiden name, and I hadn't had in several years. And Eric actually caught it before I did. And then I'm like, wait, that's weird. And I turned and I looked at her, and you know how you have to like go through the Rolodex of people you haven't seen in a really long time to place them? It took me like 4 seconds. And then I was like, oh my gosh, my high school choir director. Like, how cool was that? And my husband's mind was blown because he's like, how does someone like catch you that fast? It's because I walk funny. If people know me, they know that I walk funny. And so you can pick me out of a crowd if you know my walk. And she knows my walk, which is why she was able to identify me immediately with just seeing the back of me. Because no matter how much weight you gain or lose, your walk stays the same, at least when you have my problem. But Friday the 13th, I ran into her and she was like, yeah, it's date night. And I was like, it's Friday the 13th. Of course it's date night. And then her husband looked at me like, how do you know that we go out on Friday the 13th? Anyway, I do. So all things considered, that's what I think of on Friday the 13th. I don't think bad luck or anything like that, but it's still fun to know that it's Friday the 13th, you know? Mm-hmm. I had a good week except getting attacked by fire ants. Yikes! Fire ant, like those little suckers bite, right? Oh man, that's horrible. The craziest thing that happened to me this week, can you still see it? You might not be able to see it anymore. Oh, there it is. I burned my thumb hardcore on a hair straightener. I haven't used a hair straightener in months, like, because my hair is always wavy or I blow dry it straight, right? Which is what I did today. I have a new blow dry toy that's a lot more affordable than the Dyson that I really love to use. So I bought it to try it out and it actually works really well. But I was like, I'm going to take it a step further. I'm going to straighten my hair. Literally, like strand 1 done. Strand 2 grabbed the wrong part and like solid put my whole thumb on the ceramic hot thing that was like 350 degrees. I was like, really? It was horrible. It was horrible. Anyway, so that happened this week. I have had a really hard time getting in the workflow this week. Like this week was supposed to be my first week back at work and I can't get into flow, which I talked about on Instagram. I went live on Instagram. Was it yesterday? I don't even remember what day it was. Because I just can't get back into flow. And it took me forever to get back into flow. And then once I got back into flow, I was like, okay, I'm going to go get ready. There was a construction machine sitting outside my house that decided to do something that day. It has been sitting there since we moved in. The only thing that's ever happened with it is someone came and picked it up at like 11:30 p.m. one night and it disappeared. And then it came back, and of all the days, the day that I was like, all right, I'm finally ready to film. I've got a little bit of flow. We're going to see what happens. This machine starts doing things in my neighbor's driveway right next door, like the guy we share a wall with. And like they're drilling into the thing, and it's so loud that it's shaking my wall. I was like, well, there goes filming. And so I let a couple hours pass by, and then I'm like, all right, I'm just going to go get ready anyway. Go get cute, fine, whatever. And that's what encouraged me to straighten my hair. And this happened. So workflow has been really difficult this week. Today, I am filming. I got up this morning. I read my book. I finished my book. 1 book down, 2 books to go. Boom. And I have just over half of the month to do 2 books. And so I did that. I worked out this morning. I did a different Beachbody workout, which was super hardcore and only 20 minutes. It was really great. I loved it. I can't remember what it was called. Like Turbo Fire? Is that one of the options? And it had like a slightly older, at least she was older looking, guide with the most rock hard abs I've ever seen in my entire life. Blonde lady. I think her name is Charlene. I could be very, very wrong. I loved her. 20-minute workout, no weights required. It was high intensity interval training. So good. Got that knocked out of the park in 20 minutes. Showered. And today is filming day. And my first thing that I'm filming is this. That was a really long-winded way to say I haven't actually done any of the work that I wanted to do this week. But Friday's not over yet, and today's the day that the magic happens. This is going to help with the magic. So glad you have your fear of hair straighteners. Those things, man, those things are dangerous. Audrey, you're here. Happy day. True story, I saw that you checked in somewhere, like at a beach or something, and so I didn't bother to message you because I figured you were busy. I was going to message you, but then on Facebook, you popped up as somewhere. I was like, oh, she's off doing something with a friend. I'm not going to bother her. It was Wednesday, 9/11. Broadcast. Oh, Wednesday is when I did the live. Man, my workflow. Anyway, so on top of all of that, workflow issues, all that to say, like, you could tell by the fact that I wasn't getting things done and I was procrastinating and I was doing all the things. I was doing the self-sabotaging thing that I saw somebody's post on, and I'm going to read it to you because it's really, really good. I shared this post last night and because it needed to be shared, and it's about self-sabotaging. And you might be self-sabotaging if you are taking any of these following actions. And as I went down the list, I'm like, yep. Ugh. Jennifer, hello. Just got home, went for a drive along the coast. Oh, good. And that post hurt you. I'm sorry, Alyssa. The truth hurts sometimes. And this post, it's so simple and it's so true. So before I share with you the weigh-in and why it was undeserved, it's this post right here that says self-sabotage looks like procrastinating. Ding, 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 ding. Getting close to a goal and quitting. That has happened to me in general. And it hasn't been a getting close to a goal. It's been a getting the momentum going and all of that. And like, I'm finally starting to lose again. And then I completely screw it up. So it's kind of the same thing, right? So I'm 2 for 2 so far. Being in relationships that are unhealthy. I don't have a problem with that. Thank goodness. Now, granted, around here, I don't have a relationship with anybody but my husband, and we're solid. So, but still, in general, that can be a form of self-sabotage. Not keeping your word to yourself. Ding, 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 ding. Setting unrealistic goals. My goals aren't unrealistic, but I'm just world's worst procrastinator. So, 4.5, 3.5 maybe. Not trying. Ding, 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 ding. Carrying negative narrative story about yourself and your abilities. I'll let that one slide. So of the 7 bullet points, I've got 4. That's more than 50%, and that's a lot of self-sabotage that I'm doing. If you're doing one of those, you're self-sabotaging, and I can check off 4. 4. Oh, so like Lissa said, seeing that post hurt. It hurt me too. And that's why I shared it at 10 o'clock last night. I got into bed and was scrolling Instagram before bed, and I saw it, and I was like, it's late, but I have to share this anyway. Or what? Oh, man, it was good. I needed to see that post, and you shared it. Oh, I'm glad you, yeah. It was just one of those things that I was like, this one's going to hurt, but people need to hear it because you guys know I'm the tough lover. That is my style of advice giving. And I'm like that for myself too. Like I'm the ones like, you got to get off your butt and do it. Like I tell you the truth. I tell it to you hard. I tell it to you with love, but I'm the tough lover. So this post, tough love. Mm-hmm. Yes. You can check them all off. You're an overachiever. Way to go. So then the question is, how are we going to reverse them? And that's kind of what I'm working on as an approach for this week. So this past week, with all that crap that went down and everything, the eating and the unnecessary eating. The only thing, I swear to you, the only thing that saved my butt from myself was I still did intermittent fasting all week. That's the only thing. I ate. That was it. I ate. I ate things I knew I didn't need. I ate things I knew I didn't necessarily want. I ate a couple things I didn't want because it was the healthy thing. Like all I wanted was like the snacky stuff. That's all I wanted all week long. I didn't want to eat any real meals other than breakfast because I love breakfast. But like for lunch, for dinner, I'm like, I just want to eat bars and snacks all day. That's all I want to do. But I sat down and ate the taco salad that I meal prepped because it's lean, it's light, it's really good for you, even though I didn't want it. So those are my two wins: intermittent fasting and eating the taco salad when I didn't want the taco salad. But for real, last night, as I'm eating dinner, what did I even eat for dinner? Oh, I ate the taco salad. And then I had my dessert immediately, which was one of those Betty Crocker mug cakes. Those are good. Those are very good. You can totally work them into your plan. They are like between 9 and 11 points, points plus. I have absolutely no idea how many smart points they are. They're going to be more than 9 or 11 because there's real sugar in those bad boys. But I ate it it was 6 o'clock when I finished, and I'm like, I want my dessert now because that's how I was wired this week. Like, I just want all of the things all of the time. And I was like, you know what? Fine. Eat your freaking 9-point dessert that's going to put you way over in everything that you've ever done. I took, or no, I didn't take a rest day yesterday. I did get to my step goal, but that's neither here nor there. So I ate the thing immediately after dinner, which I wasn't hungry for to begin with. You hear this? Do you hear this? I'm hearing it as I'm speaking to you, and it sounds ridiculous. So I ate the mug cake, 6 p.m., right after I finished the dinner that I was not hungry for. And then I said, you know what? It's 6:15. I'm done. Screw it. It's early. I'm turning on the fasting timer. And I turned on the fasting timer. And that was great for a while. So like that signifies that I'm done, right? Like I can't eat the rest of the day now. And of course, you all know that you can ignore your fasting timer and go eat food later. And that's what I wanted to do at what time did we go to bed last night? Like just after 10 o'clock. My husband's been getting up early, so we've been trying to get to bed between 10 and 10:30. And so I don't know, maybe it was 9:30. Like we were getting ready for bed. I was getting ready to brush my teeth and all that jazz. And I could tell that there was like that hunger that was like not just, oh, your stomach's not full, but you could end up getting a little bit hungry. And I was this close to going to grab something. I'm like, I just need to eat something. I just need to go get something. And the words that came out of my mouth audibly, my husband didn't hear these because he was in another room, but I was like, stop, do it for the weigh-in. Like that's literally what crossed my mind as I was sitting there trying to justify turning off my fasting timer and going to have a snack because I felt a little bit hungry. I was like, you have weigh-in tomorrow. Do it for the weigh-in. And I brushed my teeth and I got ready for bed and I got in bed. And I was like, okay, we're done. Once you're in bed, you're done. So I'm like, okay, I got that done. And then this morning, as per usual, I'm like, bad things are going to happen. Bad things are going to happen, but I'm going to get on the scale anyway. And I got on the scale in the same set of circumstances that I get on the scale every Friday morning, and nothing changed. I stayed the same. I didn't lose, but I did not gain. And I feel like that is the most undeserved maintenance week of my life. And praise Jesus and whatever weight loss gods he's got working for me. Because, oh my gosh, I couldn't believe it. I could not believe that I stayed the same. And that just kind of put me, take the win. Exactly, Erin. And that this morning I got on and I was like, wait, really? So I was like, okay, that's a sign, like not a sign, but you know what I mean? Like I wanted to like hit refresh, hit the turbo button. Like you gotta go, you gotta get the things done. You know how to do it. That's the kicker with all this is I kick myself because I'm here giving you guys advice on your weight loss journeys. And I can't even get my crap together. And you guys follow my advice because I know what I'm talking about. I know how to do it. I'm just self-sabotaging myself into not doing it. I need therapy or something. Like what? Why? I don't know. But it is a new week. And I am like, I love the fresh starts, like Monday mornings or the first of the month, or I'm big on January 1st. I love fresh starts. I love that my weigh-in day is on a Friday because I feel like that is a fresh start day and it's Friday. Like, who makes their fresh start day on Friday? So I get an extra fresh start day every week. And I woke up today and after I saw that on the scale, I'm like, it's fresh start day. And that's what got me to work out. I immediately got up, weighed myself, and then put workout clothes on. It took me an extra hour or two before I actually worked out, but I had the workout clothes on and the intention set to do my workout. And I did, which was great. So much easier said than done, but you can do it. I can do it and I want to do it. Like, it's one of those things, like when you think about how simple, I'm not going to say easy because it's not easy, the emotional stuff and this mental stuff of a whole much bigger, much more difficult monster. But why am I sitting here like this when I'm like, you could just get it done and be sitting where you want to be sitting and move forward instead of hanging out back here stuck. This is what I've been going through this last week, like just beating myself up over the decisions that I'm watching myself make as I'm beating myself up. This is pretty much the definition of self-sabotage, right? Right? Like, you're doing it. You're doing it. Man. So that's my week. My week was rough, but I'm feeling good. I'm feeling very good about where the next week is going to go. We are this close to having our house be done. This close. Like, it doesn't look like it now, but in the regular YouTube background, I have my boxes that are going to be up here. One of them is sitting right in front of me because it's housing planning stickers, and this one's going to be on top of the gold one. Like, this is going to be one of my YouTube backgrounds. And like, I'm so close. I have one box there I got to get rid of and figure out where I'm going to house my purses. My husband is picking up our last 2 pieces of furniture that were finally in stock from IKEA on his way home from work tonight. And date night is building the final pieces of furniture for our house. And then we're done. I can unpack my music nook, get rid of the last of the boxes, and we're moved in. And life can start. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it's felt like. And my poor husband had a little bit of like a mental breakdown about it last night. Like, he's been working his tail off at work. It's been a busy week. And last night he came home and just completely let loose about how he feels so responsible for the fact that there's a desk laying in the middle of that hallway and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, you realize I haven't said anything to you about this. Like, I'm letting you take your time. He's like, I know, but I will not be settled until all of this is done. And I feel like my responsibility to build things and do things and everything is just over. So I said, okay, well then let's just get that done. So date night tonight is super exciting and not actually a date night. I'm cooking chicken and my favorite Trader Joe's gnocchi, and we are building furniture. But that means that the goal is by the end of the weekend, done. And life can start. Which means I'm seriously loving this. If you haven't figured that out, like, I've stopped to take a drink so many times. This thing is so good and caffeinating me big time, which I don't know that I actually need, but that's okay. I just got to take a breath. So that's where that's at. And then once we're done, it's really just getting into the swing of thing. My husband said that several times this week, I have to get to the gym. And I said, yes, when are we going to go? Like, what am I drinking? Oh, for those of you that were not here, this is my first time trying this beverage. This is Aspire Healthy Energy, Calorie Burning. It's caffeinated. It's caffeinated, carbonated water is what it is. And it has like some other stuff in it too for energy. So what it has is ultra premium green tea, guarana seed extract. That's supposed to be the calorie burning. Nuh-uh. Vitamins B5, B6, B12, C, ginger root extract, L-carnitine, biotin, and niacin. So what it has is 70% of your B12, which is an energy booster, B6, 200% of your B6, some biotin, which is actually good for your hair and your nails. I don't know if it does anything for your energy or weight loss. And 70% of your day's niacin in it. There's no, I don't want to lie to you, so let me make sure. It doesn't appear to have any sort. Oh, there's sucralose in here. Okay. Which I'm actually okay with because sucralose is one of the artificial sweeteners, right? But I don't react badly to sucralose. I looked and there's no erythritol or anything like that I react bad to. So ultimately, and it says natural caffeine, 80 milligrams per can, like a cup of coffee. So it's basically it's flavored caffeinated water. So what it is, it's like my favorite sparkling seltzers for the daytime is what it is. Because I love the sparkling seltzers as an alcoholic beverage. Your reaction to going to the gym is like a kid being told they're going to the toy store, yeah, and they can get whatever they want. I swear to you. So just for fun, I looked up, because if you join the YMCA in the Minneapolis area, you can get into any of the YMCAs. It's not like for one specific thing. So the one that I'm thinking of going to is like 20 minutes away from our house, but I went and looked at the schedules for the fitness classes. First, they offer one called Pound, which is like drumstick cardio fitness, which is speaking to the percussionist and the musician in me so hardcore. So I'm really excited to go and try that. But I did the math, and I think at my old Y, Body Pump was offered 6 times a week, I think. At this new Y, it is on the schedule 20 times a week. 20 times. I could go every day. I could go twice most days if I wanted to, which is not what you do. I shouldn't go more than 3 days a week to Body Pump. But the point is, like, it's there. If I want to go at 5:30 in the morning, there is a 5:30 in the morning Body Pump class if I wanted to get my butt up that early and just get it done, which I have considered. Like, I need the membership. We just need the membership, and we just need to go. And we just need to get to a place where we no longer have these stupid tasks of like unpacking my music nook and making sure my husband's loft is ready. Because I want his loft to get done so he has a place to come to and retreat to, because that's where he's going to play his video games and watch his hockey and everything. So I'm not stuck doing those things too. That's why we've given him the loft. I wanted him to have his space because I have mine. And I want all that to get done, and then we can just start living life. The goal is to go to church this weekend, and you guys are going to laugh when I tell you how I've decided what church we're going to go to this weekend, because as I make Instagram posts, when you make Instagram posts, there's locations nearby that you can tag. One of the locations that I never noticed until the other day is the name of a church that was obviously nearby, but it keeps popping up. I never noticed it. And then one day I looked down and the name of this church popped up. And I was like, A, I really like the name. And B, well, that's interesting. So I'm taking that as a sign from God to at least start there. And I think it's a small church because they're in a junior high school's auditorium is where they meet. But for whatever reason, like, I felt compelled to go to this church. So I looked at Eric and I was like, I've decided what church we're going to this weekend. And he's like, how'd you decide? I'm like, Instagram led me to it. But like, so we're gonna start getting the things going. But that's what's happening in life right now. I wish I had that excitement for the gym. The only, like, I miss my Body Pump class so much because, like, I still have them. I still have my shoulders, but like, I miss the definition that I feel like I had. Like, I still have my chest, thankfully. And I don't mean like here. I mean like here, like when I started really starting to build up muscle, I noticed that this part of my chest started to look different because it got stronger, and my shoulders and I still have a little bit of it, but I'm terrified of losing the strength that I've worked so hard to gain because I haven't gone. I did my own makeshift shoulder and chest workout yesterday just because I wanted to do something. But Body Pump is what it motivates me because it caters to the musician in me, because it makes me feel like I'm dancing, even though nothing about it is dancey, but you're moving to the beat and you're counting and everything. And it merges the fitness when what I need to do with what I love to do, which is music. And it's the perfect class for me. And so that's why I'm so excited. I'm like, I just need to get back to it. I want to get lifting again. I want to feel like I'm getting even stronger and toned up And the weight loss will follow once I get my groove back. That's why I'm so excited to go to the gym. And I just want, that's my normal. And I haven't had my normal since, what day did we move? Eric started work on July 15th. So that weekend before. I haven't had my normal since then. 2 months. 2 months. I follow the signs. Yeah. And I don't normally get signs like that. And for whatever reason, I just saw that and I was like, this is stupid, but I think it's exactly where we need to start. And so that's what we're going to do. I don't know. So that's all I've got, really. So do you guys have any questions or comments or anything you want to talk about? Anything you think I should film today? Because I'm filming today. I have makeup on. I might try and straighten my hair so it stops doing this weirdness. But Lindsay, hello. It's okay that you showed up late. At least I'm glad my Instagram story got to somebody. How are you? How's your week going? I'm about to wrap up if I have nothing else to talk about. But my gain/loss was 0. So I look cute. Thank you. I'm trying. There are days that I'm like, I just need to put makeup on to feel good about myself, because most days lately it's been sweatshirt, the Aerie sweatshirt that I've been loving, that I now own in 3 colors. Take that, Rachel Hollis sweatshirt. Do you guys hear that story? Do you guys know that story? Stressed to the max. So many moving parts in life right now, and I feel like I'm drinking water from a fire hose. Oh no! Make sure you message me and tell me what's going on in more detail so I can chat you through it or pray for you or something. Hi, Leva. Just joined a few seconds ago. Nice to be here with you again. Enjoy your wonderful sparkling. Sharing about so many different things. Thank you for inspiring me and positive vibes. Aw, thank you so much. First time chatting on here. Love your authenticity and story. I'm so glad. My husband and I were talking about something very interesting last night because all week has been the national convention for his new company. And so they've been getting speakers and all sorts of cool things. And he went to a lecture yesterday about trust and how, oh gosh, am I going to get it right? When people trust you, or when trust is built on 3 different things. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. I got it. Trust is built on 3 different pillars: authenticity, logic, and empathy. And everybody has a weak one and their strong one. And after a while, first my husband's like, guess which ones are mine? And I knew immediately what was his weak part and what was his strong part. And then I asked him what mine were. And he said, well, when is the last time somebody didn't trust you? And I couldn't think of a time. And so we were legitimately trying to pick apart which one was my weak point. And he brought up authenticity. And he goes, because it's a matter of perspective. You might be authentic, but if people don't think you're being authentic, that's still the weak point. Even if you are being authentic, if people don't perceive you as that, then that is your weak point. And I've just wondered, because I try to be very authentic, and anybody who meets me in person or knows me in person knows you get the same person on YouTube that you get in real life. I'm the same across the board. I'm the same at church, at home, on the camera, all the time. But he goes, yeah, but you're also an actor, which means if you're not having a bad day, you can make people believe that you are having a good day. I'm like, yes, that's true. But is that the same as authenticity? Because I can also get on here and tell you how frustrated I am with myself, like I did. So I don't know. It was just a very interesting conversation that got me thinking. So the fact that you said that you like my authenticity really helped me, Jessica. So thank you so much for that. I've gained all of my weight back since Christmas. I lost 40 pounds, gained it all back. You inspired me once, so I've come back hoping to find motivation. Nicole, thank you for that. And I think, so you, my friends that are on here right now, you can help me with this because I want to launch my last 90 days idea. And it's not my idea. I'm not taking credit for last 90 days. This is a Rachel Hollis idea. But I love the concept of it so much that I created a PDF for you guys. And I kind of took the idea that Lissa gave me of 10 goals for 10 days and 10 goals for 10 days, which would be 100. So you'd start in the last 100 days of the year. Sorry, the caffeine's getting to me. But and then when I made the printable, I made it for a week because in my mind, everything needs to happen in a week, like one goal per week. And she called me out on the math, and I was like, oh, you dummy. But I don't want to change it. I like the idea of doing one goal a week instead of 10 days, because 10 days, while it is a round number, it lands you at different points every week. And I don't like that. So I have a printable that's going to be available. And I don't know how I'm going to get it to you yet. I have to figure out some sort of automated system where, like, if you join my email list, you get this printable sent to you automatically. But it has 1 week per goal. So you can choose a different goal every week, and then there's check boxes for each day of the week. And then the next pages are for habit stacking. So week 1, you have 1 row because you have 1 goal to work on. If you want to stack your habits, week 2 is a new goal, but you still have the thing for goal number 1. So for example, if week 1, my goal was to drink half of my body weight in water every day. Okay, no problem. So I can do that in week 1. Let's say week 2, my goal was to read for 30 minutes. So for the second week, I have to check off both water every day and reading every day. And then week 3, I would stack my 3rd week goal on top of that and be tracking all 3, all the way down to the 10 goals. But that only gets us to 10 weeks. So I replicated the 10 goal block 3 more times to get us into the new year. Does that make sense? Hey, from North Carolina. I love North Carolina. Oh, I thought for sure that my husband and I mean, we still could years from now, who knows? I thought for sure when we moved again, it would be back to North Carolina. We loved it there. Let's see. Losing is so hard and gaining is so easy. It's not fair. Did I tell you, Audrey? That's 100% true. And, but losing is, like I said earlier, simple. So we just got to do it. We just got to freaking do it. But anyway, that's the thing. I love the idea of playing with the number 10, but it doesn't actually work with how my brain functions. Me either, which is why I'm doing the 7. So thank you for the idea. I love the idea of the 10 goals. I'm taking the 10 goals and we're doing it in week increments because I can't. So it's like the last 10 for the decade. So you still get the decade and the 10 in there. It just mathematically doesn't completely add up. But that's what I want to do for the last 90 days. Among other things, and I can't decide what other things we should do. And I've made a couple of business decisions as well. And like you guys know that I've been trying to think about this mentorship thing, whatever, like to get into a paid program. I'm putting it on hold for now because thinking about it is stressing me out. And I've decided that the best thing to do is to continue to create free content to the best of my ability for a while, get my momentum back, get my groove back, and then maybe later in 2020, I will start to consider the mentorship program. So I've taken that off the table for now, but I do want to create the best available content for you guys. So I don't know what else we should do for the last 90 days, except maybe we turn the insiders group into last 90 days as well. I don't know. Let's see. Jennifer, sign me up. I will figure out how to get everybody signed up for sure. That's got to be one of my tasks today. Your authenticity is one of the reasons I love your channel. I love that you share your victories and your struggles. It makes me feel like I'm not the only one on the struggle bus. Thank you, Anne. No, you are not the only one on the struggle bus. Oh my gosh. Hi from New Orleans. Hello, New Orleans. I have some family from Minnesota, the Minnetonka area. I love that you are finally settling into your new home. It is chilly here. The Minnetonka area is not far from where I am. So I'm in that general vicinity. There's a lot here. Like you say Minnetonka area and like that's a lot of places. I go to like 4 or 5. I don't actually shop in my town. I shop in the cities around my town. And everything is just, there's so much within a 25-minute drive that it's mind-boggling to me. Starting a new 16-week system with quarterly check-ins. Hey, quarterly check-ins are great. My new planner for 2020, the one I showed you, the Keep It Together, the Kit Life Planner, has a quarterly check-in too, which is really cool. MailChimp is what you use for freebies. Yeah, so is there a way, Gretchen, is there a way that I can set up, like, use this link to send up your email and those people automatically get sent something? Or do I have to manually send it to the people who sign up for that mail list? That's what I don't know. And I haven't researched yet. because my work ethic this week has been terrible. Oh, it's just so good. I'm in big trouble. Like, I want to go grab another one, but I should not do that because caffeine. Yes, it can be set up that way. Great. I just need to sit and figure that out. So that's the goal. I have an Instagram post pre-scheduled for the 15th. So I have 2 days to figure this out because I gave myself a deadline. So I'm looking for an idea for a planner that works with the 16-week system. I mean, is the 16-week, is that quarterly? I should be able to do the math, but I can't do the math. 24. No, not quite. Right? Because there's you can find quarterly planners and whatnot. But I ordered, let's see. I ordered a new planner yesterday. I ordered the content planner. Because why not? Something for me to review, something new for me to use, and a new way for me to look at planning content for you guys, which would be really cool. I'm working on ideas for Vlogtober because we are almost in daily vlogging season. And I know I missed August, but there was no point in vlogging in August. But Vlogtober and Vlogmas are going to happen this year. So I don't know. Any thoughts you guys have on any of this stuff? Other than you seem to be liking the idea of last 90 days, which is great. No, it matches up with the Weight Watchers tracker. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I got nothing. Can't help you. Is there a way you can manipulate Google Calendars to do what you want? Google Calendars is an amazing free planning tool. Totally free. Totally free. And that's what I do most of my planning on. Like my Erin Condren Life Planner is going to be checklists and stuff. But like all of my appointments and everything are on Google Calendars. And I have it color-coded based on what it is. And I'm using scheduling blocking and all sorts of fun stuff. And it's free. I'll be attempting Vlogtober. Excellent. It's a lot of work. Vlogging every day is a lot of freaking work. But it encourages you to keep it interesting. So we'll see. Goal setting feature on Google Calendar Wait, I'm sorry. There's a goal setting feature on Google Calendar? What? Tell me more. This could be life-changing. Blue Bonnet, hello! On the app? We're going to look at this together, my friends. But it's not on desktop. I use it on desktop more than anything. What do? Oh, add a goal? And then it schedules it for you? Is that what you mean? So let's see. For example, so I clicked on the plus sign, and I clicked, there's goal, reminder, and event. I clicked on goal. My goal is going to be me time. Meditate. Let's do personal hobby. What is the hobby? Playing the piano. All right. How often? This is interesting. Okay. I've tried to use this once before and totally ignored it. 3 times a week for 30 minutes. Oh, best time. Morning, afternoon, evening, or anytime. Anytime. The calendar will schedule 3 sessions a week, 30 minutes anytime. Playing the piano. Finding time for your goal. I'd love to know what it's going to do now because my calendar is virtually empty because I haven't blocked anything yet. And then it'll fit. Okay. I wasn't sure if there was goal tracking on there that I was unaware of, but I was vaguely aware. My first session is today at 6 p.m. Oh, well, would you look at that? Now I have to go in. So this is a very cool feature, and I really need to start using it. But it also means that I have to go and plan the rest of my life, so I legitimately have blocks of time to plan these things. But that's very interesting. So that's cool. Google Calendars can help you make time for your goals if you start to block off your time, my friends. But yeah, I love Google Calendars. And sometime in the near future, once I actually have my crap together, I'm going to be doing a video on how I use my digital planners and my paper planners, like the one that is right here, together. Because I use this as well for tracking different things. But all right, so what else we got? Click the plus sign. She told us how to use it. Okay, so that's really all I have, my friends. But So the Cliff Notes version. I ate for crap. I felt like crap. I didn't work the way I was supposed to. I at least did enough, and I, said a prayer to the weight loss gods, and by some miracle, I stayed the same. And here's to a new week. On track, exercising. I'm actually starting the last 90 days things earlier than the last 90 days, because last 90 days doesn't start until October 1st. Oh, I'm stuck. Hang on, I'm going to grab my last 90 days thing. Sorry. So you guys know I use the Start Today journal from the Hollis Company. They came out with one specifically for last 90 days, and because I'm a sucker, I bought it. And it's not any different than their other journal, except it actually has last 90 days. It has exactly enough pages where if you start on October 1st, it'll get you through December 31st. And it has little check boxes up here for the 5 to thrive. And the 5 to thrive, my friends, are there being Rachel and Dave Hollis's 5 things you do every day to start by living your best life, right? The 5 to thrive. Get up an hour earlier than you normally do and use the time for yourself. So I'm trying to decide what time that's going to be for me, because I've been getting up between 6:30 and 7:30. I'm wondering if I'm going to do 5 or if I'm going to do 6 o'clock, or if I just bite the bullet and get up at 5:30 in the morning with my husband every day. So use that time for yourself. Number 2, work out for at least 30 minutes every single day. Number 3, drink half of your body weight in ounces of water every single day. Number 4, and I can't decide what to do for number 4, is give up one food category you know you shouldn't be eating. And number 5 is write down 5 things you're grateful for every day. And the way that the journal is lined up is we do this every day already. So the first part is the 5 things we're grateful for. And then the second part is writing down our dreams and goals that we are working towards as if they've already happened. I've practiced that I do every single day, and I love it. But they took it to the next level by giving us those check boxes and making sure that we check off the 5 to thrive every single day. Here's to our healthy journey, everyone here. I must head out. Have a great day, Jessica. Finally made a live chat. Your lunch is at 1. Well, hello. Unfortunately, we're going to be finishing it up things soon. I'm going to be giving up one bad food habit instead of food. Okay, Heather, tell me more. Tell me more. This is turning into much more than a weigh-in video. Wow, my brain, you guys. I don't know what to do about this. Firing on all cylinders, which makes it fire on like no cylinder efficiently. You know what I mean? It's a great journal. However, Audrey, because I know you're in Ireland, and they I don't think they ship anywhere but the U.S. right now because shipping's so expensive. You can do this practice without this journal. All you need is a notebook. So go to the Rise podcast. It's got a picture of Rachel Hollis on it. Episode number 72. She talks you through how to do this. They appreciate if you buy the notebooks, but they say it all the time. You do not need to buy our notebook to do this practice. You just need a piece of paper. So I would recommend listening to that episode of her podcast, and it'll get you all the information on how to do this, even if you don't have access to this book. Like, not eat at a certain time of day at night. Yeah. I'm trying to decide if I want to give up the afternoon sweet treat or the extra sweet treat, which I tried to do last year, and I can't remember if I actually succeeded or not. I think I might have failed at that. But one sweet treat a day. You get one dessert. You don't get multiple desserts. If you need a snack in the middle of the day, pick something that's not a dessert. Eat a protein bar or something. So I might do that. Makes sense, right? Because I can't, I'm not going to completely give up sugar. I'm not going to give up chocolate around the holiday season because that would be silly. I'm not going to give up bread. There's nothing that I need to give up, especially when I'm of the diet mindset that I don't have to give up anything. My diet that I'm going to try to cater, what I'm trying to figure out for you guys is, can we eat normally and still lose weight, which would require me to not restrict anything specifically. But because I already do intermittent fasting, I don't need to cut myself off at night, but I can change what I eat throughout the day. So that might be what I do. So yeah, that's what's happening. So I think I'll do that. But that's the 5 to thrive. and I want to make sure I do it every day. And so I'm starting the getting up earlier now. I want to start making sure that I'm doing the 30 minutes of it. It says workout every single day for 30 minutes. It doesn't have to be hardcore. It can be hardcore, but even on my rest day, you should like go for a walk or do something active for 30 minutes, even if it's jump up and down with your kids. I don't have any kids to jump up and down with, but instead of giving up a food, why not add a food? Interesting. Like what? Because I don't necessarily need to add any more foods to my diet either. Meanwhile, my child, are you ready for this? See her? She's been laying there all morning since like 8 o'clock. First time I came out here. Try a new vegetable. That's a good way to do it too. Wouldn't work for me necessarily because I already eat a ton of vegetables. But yeah. Meanwhile, FYI, public service announcement. Rumor has it some Trader Joe's have delicata squash in them. I have not gone over to my Trader Joe's yet to see if my delicata is there. But it's been showing up on Instagram, which means delicata season is upon us. Speaking of a new vegetable, that should be everybody's new vegetable if you haven't tried that. So happy Catch Us Live. Hope you and Eric enjoyed the new church this weekend. I hope we do too. I'm not necessarily expecting it to be the one. It could be, but I just am taking it as a sign of a place to start. So, or a new recipe. That's what I should do. I should do a new recipe every week. But I still need something to check off daily. But that should be a goal. That might be a goal. I'll put that in my power sheets for October. I've been hearing a lot about it. 99 cents each. Yes. 99 cents each at Trader Joe's. And I go and I buy 4 or 5 at a time. And my husband cuts them because he's an angel. And it's a lot of work for me to cut them. So he'll cut them the way I slice them. He slices them. I taught him how to do it. You slice them in half. You scoop out the guts like you do a pumpkin. And then I just slice them up. And then so he's been cleaning them and slicing them for me. And then I have them raw and ready to go. Whenever I want them, I throw them in the air fryer or the oven. So yeah, super. The best vegetable on the face of this planet, I swear to you, is the delicata squash. Delicata, like delicata squash. It's an oblong squash that's kind of yellowish and has green lines running through it. It is delicious. Delicious. Look all over Instagram. Look all over Pinterest. Delicata squash is trending. Like, it's a thing. And it's life-changing. It is life-changing. I do either in the oven or in the air fryer, spray them with a little bit of spray olive oil and put some everything bagel seasoning on that bad boy. Oh my gosh, you don't need French fries when you have delicata squash. And it's 0 points. What's not to love? But anyway, all right, my friends. I gotta go. I should go film like real videos for you guys. Still can't decide what I'm gonna film, but I'm gonna film something. So here is to a new week on Weight Watchers, whatever plan you're following, or calorie counting or ketoing, whatever the heck you're doing. Can you get everything seasoning at Walmart? Not that I'm aware of. I know they have it available at Costco now, but I buy it at Trader Joe's because I'm a brand loyalist and I haven't run into it anywhere else yet. Weight Watchers gets as crazy over it as basic white girls get over pumpkin spice lattes. It's true. It's true. Wish we had Trader Joe's. Don't think we have one in the state. Oh, that's a bummer. They're available at Whole Foods too. I don't know what other. The only 2 places I've ever seen them were Whole Foods and Trader Joe's. But it's worth trying to find if you can. It really is. But here's to a new week. Drink your water. Track your food. I had a friend on here. You guys all know her. If you recognize her name, who was struggling hardcore at last week's live stream. And she posted in the I Track Bites group yesterday or the other day that she had a horrible day or whatever, but she tracked every bite of it. And I praised her to high heaven for that. So track all your food, my friends, whether you're having a good day or a bad day. Track your food, move your body, drink your water, and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.